Hey guys, it is Coco. So today I'm doing a video in quite a different location, which is on my bed in my room. Which, by the way, I should turn these on, probably. You can't see them. They're not even in frame. Let's turn them off again. I'm on my bed because I wanted to do like a personal video for this My Life video. And I also feel like I never do videos here, and I'm filming on my vlog camera right now, which I can set up here on like the crappiest tripod. Every YouTuber will understand me. Like, I just stacked some stuff and now I put my camera on it. Today I want to talk about something, and I never usually do these kind of videos. I'm gonna hold the fluffy one. I never usually do these kind of videos where I'm like where I talk about like certain like mental disorders or anything like that, because I always feel like it's not really my place to talk about this. But today I want to talk about something that I really have struggled with a lot in my life, and that I really have like formed an opinion about, and that is body positivity, loving your body, or just like your self-image in general. And it's just recently become a little bit like prevalent again in my life because I was gaining weight a lot, and I've been taking pictures a lot, and I've been looking at myself a lot, and I've been struggling with myself a lot. So yeah, let's talk about this. When I came to high school, the problem was more like I got no attention from boys, like nothing. And I was like, why are all the girls getting attention and I'm not? And the reason was because I was like a plump little pumpkin, and yeah, boys didn't find that attractive. Because you can tell me everything that you want, but I just don't personally find myself attractive when I'm overweight. I'm just getting text right now. I find myself a lot more attractive when I'm slimmed down, and I like my face better. I just like my entire body better. I feel better in my skin, and I don't know, I feel more attractive. And not that I'm trying to say that you have to look attractive or that you have to lose weight for men at all, but I like feeling attractive. Anyway, so that was mainly the reason why I wanted to lose weight when I was at that point. So I tried a few things. First of all, I tried starving myself, which worked, but I ended up being miserable and my skin got really bad. I didn't really sleep well anymore. And then I eventually found veganism. And when I found that, and I went vegan for like 4 months, I really did hardcore veganism for 4 months. I ate so much, and my mental health cleared up so much, because I got to a point where even though I was still a little bit overweight, I was okay with it. I wasn't always talking myself down, telling myself that I was ugly and no one's gonna find you attractive, because I guess a lot of my personal body image issues have a lot to do with wanting to be found attractive. I mean, maybe that's bad, maybe you personally think that's bad, but that's, for me, I find that very important. And the weird thing about this even is that not so much when I'm not in a relationship. I mean, still, I find it, I want to be attractive, but when I'm in a relationship, like I'm in a relationship right now, I find it so much more important to feel attractive. Like, some people, when they get with someone, they want to, they don't really care anymore, because they're like, you know, I got the man, and like I don't have to be super pretty anymore 24/7 because he loves me for who I am, which is true. But I'm different. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I want to look my fucking best 24/7, and I feel horrible being around someone and not looking good. But anyway, I went vegan. And when I went vegan, I found out that I kind of body dysmorphic. Well, I find out now when I'm looking back on that time, because I lost weight really fast. And the weird thing was, I ate so much, but I ate high carb, low fat, like literally no fat. I was even taking tissues and putting oil on a tissue and then rubbing it in the pan so that I didn't have to put actual oil in the pan, because I felt like that was going to be way too much. Like, that's how strict I was. That's how much it got to my head that I had to lose weight, or that I had to be healthy, whatever. Because I went vegan for losing weight and not necessarily for anything else. So, and you could find that bad. I don't care. I'm talking about my personal experience right here. I'm not trying to ask for your opinion. I'm just telling you. But what really did happen was, throughout that, I got a lot better mentally, a lot clearer. I started loving myself. I started looking in the mirror and being like, yes, dang girl, good, looking good. And that's what I really, really liked about the veganism part, is that the fact that you lose weight, but you still eat a lot and you still get your nutrients. And maybe in the beginning it's hard and stuff, but you get used to it. And mentally I got a lot better. But still, I always felt like I needed to lose more weight. And I don't know why. At some point, I literally had abs. Back then, when it came to my body, I'm constantly looking for people to like my body. Like, getting compliments on my body on videos was like the best. I got so, and I still do, I guess, so affected by what people tell me in the comment section. And the fact that I'm telling you this, I mean, makes me very vulnerable. I know that, because now that you know this, you know what my weakness is, and if you're my hater, you're gonna do that. I mean, I've kind of gotten over that, because this way of thinking, you know, I know that haters are just gonna hate. But I still, to this day, get so fucking affected by the things that are commented to me in the comment section. Like, someone tells me, your forehead is huge. I'm just gonna tell you guys, like, what my insecurities are, things that I get commented. I get a lot of comments about my forehead being huge, to a point of which I was afraid to ever wear ponytails anymore, because I felt like it was way too wearing, and I always have my hair, like, swept over my forehead now, because I'm like, my forehead is huge. But then I was on Instagram at some point, and I saw that Rihanna, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce it, gets the same comment about her forehead. And I read that, and I was like, what the actual fuck? I've never ever noticed her forehead before in my entire life. Do you guys? Like, I know, like, it's maybe like bigger than average, but am I like a mutant forehead monster? Like, but that's the way you start thinking. You start looking at yourself, and all that you can ever see is your forehead anymore. And you don't ever want to wear ponytails anymore, even not when you're like working out, because it freaks you the fuck out. That's some comment that I get a lot. I get a lot of comments about my nose being like crooked, to a point of which I even made a video about the fact that I was going to get plastic surgery, because I was literally saving up for rhinoplasty. I was willing to put down 5,000 euros to get my nose fixed. And the reason behind that was because other people were always fucking commenting on my nose. And it's just fucking stupid, because when I'm looking at myself now in the viewfinder, I'm like, okay, I have my own like nose, like, but it's not like there's only nose and no face. Like, I don't feel ugly. I don't feel like when I look in the viewfinder, I don't feel like it's out of proportion. Yeah, I have like a bump on it, but like, you know, some people have bumps, some people don't have bumps, but like there needs to be a difference. Like not everyone's made the same. And that's how I'm thinking right now. But back then, at some point, all I could ever see was my nose anymore. Every picture that I took of myself, all I could see was my nose. I've edited countless before and after pictures of myself where I would make my nose smaller and then put the two together to see the difference and be like, yeah, that bitch is much more fucking pretty than how I really look with my big old fucking nose. And all because of what other people say. Another insecurity that I have is my teeth. I still have an overbite, and to a point of where I'm constantly like touching my teeth, checking if I still have the overbite. And like, nobody notices, but like, I get comments about it, so it gets to me. And I've just been like, I don't know, I've stopped fucking worrying about it, and I've spent all the money that I had saved up for my nose. I spent it on new fucking clothes, because I was like, no, I'm not gonna get my nose fixed, because honestly, and this might sound like stuck up or whatever, I'm not ugly. I'm not, I mean, I might have some imperfections, but when it comes to the whole picture, I'm not ugly. I don't have a nose where there's anything wrong with it. It might be big, or it might have a bump, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like some people are born disfigured, you know, and then they have to get plastic surgery, but there's nothing disfigured about my face. And why are people literally making me feel disfigured while I'm fucking not? It is okay to be yourself, and it's okay to be unique. And that was one of the things too. I was like looking at people on Instagram, like scrolling through Instagram looking for noses, like what nose do I want, literally picking out a nose, because you could do that. And at some point I was like, fuck no, I don't wanna, because you know how there's like some people that just all kind of look the same, because they all kind of have the same like perfect face, but they all kind of look the same. Like if I would watch a video of this one girl I wouldn't be able to pick them apart ever. Like I wouldn't be able to recognize her again because they all kind of look a little bit similar, because they all have the perfect features. And I mean, maybe that's pretty, but do you really want to be the same as everyone else? Like, why is it not okay to have certain features that are different? Because people can recognize you by your different features. I'm not trying to say that there's anything wrong with you know, having the perfect, you know, because you're perfect. Like, you're perfect. But there's a lot of value in being a unique person too. That's just what I'm trying to say. Like, they're both equally good. Like, we live in a society where every girl is always on fucking Instagram looking at other girls and wanting to look like them. And why not be proud of being your own unique little product, you know? Like, I don't know why I'm calling it product. My English is not my first language. But why not just be proud of your uniqueness and celebrate that? Because I personally know I really like seeing like faces that are super recognizable. And you know, for example, when I see someone who has really small lips but it's a really, really pretty fucking girl, she gets comments on her Instagram page every single day like, you have small lips, get lips injections, let's get, you know, get lip injections, whatever. But she's so fucking pretty, and maybe she doesn't have the ideal lips. Like, maybe one of her features is not ideal, but the whole picture is gorgeous. Like, why would she have to change? Why is it not okay to have your own features? Ugh, I don't know. So lately, I've been gaining weight a little bit. And it made me feel miserable. I am looking in the mirror every single day at my cellulite and at my legs, because I gain my weight in my legs. I have a pear figure and I gain literally nothing on top and everything in my upper legs, my thighs. And I'm looking at them every single day trying to lose weight, and that's why I'm just kind of realizing these things again, where I'm like, fuck no, you're good the way you are. It's okay to want to lose weight to get to a better place where you're happier, but it's also okay to just, you know, be happy in the moment and be different. Anyway, I hope that this video was like semi-helpful, or like you liked listening to me talk about this. If you have any opinions on this, please let me know. Like, I'm okay with constructive criticism and stuff and whatever. That's something I talked about yesterday with Sabrina. She was like, sometimes you get hate and it's like completely empty hate, where it's a waste of their time and a waste of your time, because it's just hate and no like constructiveness where they help you. Because if you don't agree with anything that I said, please let me know, and please like put arguments why, so I can learn and I can understand, because I've learned a lot from you guys literally over the years. I've really changed as a person because of your guys' comments that have really changed my views, because it's okay not to hold on to everything that you think, because sometimes there's a different side to the story. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.